Hey everybody, welcome back to The Hunt. We've been talking with Carrie Severson about her new book, Unapologetically Enough. It's really about reshaping success and self-love. Super fascinating topic. So Carrie, welcome back to the show. She is also the CEO of the Unapologetic Voice House, which is a hybrid book publishing firm. Carrie, I just want to read this real quick.
Yes.
There's no roadmap to life, only soul quests filled with self-discovery, growth, acceptance, love, purpose, fear, struggle, suffocation, balance, stories, truth, change, spirituality, and lots of surprises. It takes a lot of guts and effort to truly see ourselves as unapologetically enough, and it's all worth it. Love. Okay, so 8 years in the making.
Yeah.
Just high level, soup to nuts. What is the essence?
Essence is that women really struggle with accepting themselves as enough. We strive for personal accolades. We strive for doing it all, being it all for everybody else. We strive for titles in our homes, in our workplaces, within our relationships. And so oftentimes what we really need is to unhook ourselves, disconnect from all of the external validations and find it within ourselves first. But it's so simple to say that, but it's so hard to find that. And Unapologetically Enough really is the story of what happens when we stop questioning our life and ourselves and we start accepting ourselves as enough as we are right now.
That is such a journey. Like it is so deeply personal and visceral because we live in this world now with social media and how that dictates popularity, or if you don't get enough likes, or whatever. And and I think that it just gets me at the core, especially for our youth, because I feel like if your self-esteem and your confidence is tied to how many friends you have, how many people like, or just only showing the positive things on social media, when behind the scenes life is really messy. I mean, it really just sucks sometimes. It really does. And so, like, to go through this journey of self-discovery, first, would you agree with me that the journey really never ends?
No, it never ends.
Yeah. And
it just changes shape and color.
Right, exactly. So did you have something transformational, like a trigger of sorts that happened to say to you, okay, I've got to stop caring about what everybody else thinks and start just being in alignment with myself first and foremost, and be your own best friend before you start to be everything else to everybody?
I did, actually. It was really around my 40th birthday. At the time, the man I'm married to,
Gavin,
he and I broke up, and I had a major health scare, and I felt very alone. And this was, a really important milestone, in my opinion, for me. And I just got, it was literally like maybe 3 days after my 40th birthday, I just kind of got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm no longer going to apologize for who I am, how I show up in life, the journey I've led, why I've never been married, why I hadn't had kids in my 30s or my 20s for that matter. I'm not going to defend my life. I'm not going to apologize for it. This is who I am. Take it or leave it.
Bravo. I just say, when you finally come to that point in your life, and it does take so much courage. I mean, because I've been there myself. It is a game changer.
Yeah.
It really is a game changer. And then did you find, once you settled in on that and you had peace with that within yourself, and I know just, reading the book and knowing your story, I mean, some deep struggles there, you know, and with the fertility and everything.
Yep.
I mean, you get to the point where, like, you do have peace about it, and then all of a sudden life just kind of starts opening up in ways that you could never have imagined being in that old headspace.
Yeah, that's true. It was like coming to peace, coming to terms, finding a place like landing at home in my cells and my heart and my, spirit, things really started to shift. I felt comfortable saying what I wanted to say when I wanted to say it. And moving forward and doing the things I really wanted to do without getting in my own way or tripping myself up or stopping myself from reaching out to somebody because I thought maybe it would be too much or seen as X, Y, and Z. And, it's actually
it is a tearjerker. It really is. But you also offer a lot of great practical tools as well. Have you, based on the feedback, and I know the reviews have been really fantastic, what do you hope that people who read this, and it's, by the way, it's not just women, right? So it might be geared, toward that, but so many people can relate to this. But what do you hope that people, what do you hope that people get out of reading this?
Well, so right now, I think as a society, I think we're in a space of burnout. And I think a lot of people can relate to being overwhelmed to the point of not knowing who they are anymore. And one of the greatest aspects of this book is the things that I personally went through to reshape the definition of success, to bring it back internal. And that is, I think that's something that regardless of your gender, your status as a mother, parent, understanding where you are right now with what success means to you, I think is an underlying factor that we could all really learn from, because that definition really sets the course for everything else.
Yeah, I mean, that is a hard truth. And do you interact with your readers at all?
I do. I get a lot of people that reach out to me on LinkedIn because all my social media is open, and so the messages I get from people literally make me cry, and they come out of nowhere. And so just right before here, I'm like bawling in the other room, and I have my husband and I do 20-second hugs to help my nervous system. So he's in the middle of like doing something, and I'm like, I need a hug.
Hugs are always good. Well, I just have to tell you, I mean, just really well done. What a great recognition for yourself and for your family. I'm sure everyone's so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so
much. And I hope more to come from you and the Unapologetic Voice. So we'll hopefully have you back on the show. I hope you'll be willing to come back.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you. And big thanks to the crew today and all my guests, and for you guys at home. Thanks for watching The Hunt. Nice to see you. We'll see you again next time. Take care.